Greetings, I'm the Bird. Apparently a fan wanted a review and I promise I'll work with everything he threw at me. Lesbian vampire killers. But maybe this is a good one. It's from the director from Shaun of the Dead. And I'm like British horror films. I like in general the work of Edgar Wright, like Hot Fuzz or Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. But this is wrong. This film is not directed by Edgar Wright, it's directed by Phil Clayton. This is a typical case of false advertising for cash-in reasons. I'm not even started this movie and it already disappointed me. So let's get it on! Maybe you were like me and thought this movie is about female vampire killers that happens to be homosexual. But no! It's about homosexual female vampires. This huge explanation dump tells us this.
Centuries ago, during the dawn of the Red Moon, our peaceful hamlet was terrorized by a beast. Born, not of man, but spewed forth from the fieriest pits of Hades, with an evil fueled by a hatred of men and a love of women. Its name, Camilla, the Vampire Queen. No one could defeat her save one man, a baron, away for decades fighting in the Crusades. Upon his return, the Baron found that Camilla's desires had ensnared his beautiful wife, Eva, and turned her into a lover of the Virgin.
No, my smoking hot wife makes out with another smoking hot chick. No, this could be possibly leading to a threesome. No.
With vengeance, the Baron pledged to destroy Camilla and flee the village. He unearthed the sacred books of Necros, where he discovered the only way of slaying this unholy harpy once and for all was to forge a sacred sword, a weapon blessed with an ancient Babylonian hex and infused with his own blood. Without fear, he confronted Camilla. But before the Baron could strike the fatal blow, Camilla laid down a curse most vile.
As you strike me down, so you shall release the evil within me into your daughters, and your daughters' daughters, and they shall not rest until your bloodline is ended. They will know your breed by these marks above your hearts, and when the life's blood of the last of your line mixes with that of a virgin girl, I shall rise again, more powerful than you will ever imagine.
And with that, he lopped her fucking head off.
Tail but a scratch.
After that, we cut to Jimmy's ground floor flats. Well, thanks for this little odd description where we are now. We meet our main protagonist Jimmy, played by Matthew Horn, who got dumped by his girlfriend.
If we're that strong together, why are you dumping me? Again?
Again?
I'm not dumping you. I just think we're stronger together apart.
I think this girl is a bit crazy.
So, you are dumping me?
No. But also, in a sense, yes.
Shit.
We then cut to Miss Rossi's office. And to Fletch, Jimmy's best friend. And I think he is the comic relief character on this film.
Seven's old enough
Yep,
to know not to go messing.
definitely the comic relief.
You're fired.
So the newly unemployed Fletch meets Jimmy in the nearest bar and the two think about their next steps. Meanwhile, Jimmy's ex goes to the guy she left Jimmy for and sees that he is already married. And like a desperate bitch, she wants to get back to Jimmy. In the meantime,
I got a plan. Let's go hiking.
That is one of the most depressingly shitty ideas for a holiday I've ever heard in my life, ever.
It's a great idea.
no, it's not. And it never ended well when two guys go hiking. Anyway, our heroes hike to Craikwich, only to realize that this place is incredibly boring. Surprise. There is a side plot that Jimmy's ex wants to follow him, but just miss him all the time. It's not funny and not interesting, and I can definitely predict that she will die to make room for the real love interest in this flick. So from this point on I will ignore her. At the Crackwitch town center,
Crackwitch?
the guys spotted their targets.
Yeah, so?
So? Are you some kind of eunuch or something? It's not bad enough that woman's robbed you of your brain, she's robbed you of your testicles and all. Well, I'm sorry, mate. I'm claiming your testicles back.
Ugh!
I guarantee this place will be wall-to-wall with fine, young, rosy-cheeked English country maidens like that lot, but even dirtier.
The boys make an imposing entry. After that, the vicar enters. No, seriously, that is what he's called over the whole movie, even if he has a major role in his play. And give us the same explanation dumped like in the opening. He sees in Jimmy the old baron who slaughtered the vampire queen, don't tell him squat, and starts off immediately. Thank you for this very important scene. And why do you take your daughter with you? Oh, of course, so that we can make a bond with her when she later appears in the movie again. From the bartender, they hear about the cabin where the girls from earlier will stay for the night. Wait one moment. These captions that tells us where we are right now are fine at some points, but is it really necessary that we have to know where everything is right in the moment? I mean, it seems like a desperate attempt to make this movie more comic-ish. Finally, we meet the eye candy for this movie, Bimbo 123, and our main love interest Lottie, played by Mariana Buring, mostly known for his role as Tanya in the Twilight movies. And no, I'm not seen them. And of course their mystery machine breakdown and every single horror cliché followed by another, and they get scared by absolutely no threat. The boys team up with the girls. Meanwhile, an uninteresting scene with Jimmy's ex. Next! The group arrives at the cottage.
This is amazing! Oh, I love it!
Ooh yeah, and the candle's already enlightened. That's reassuring. While Fletch,
Party on!
with the girls, Lottie and Jimmy got to know each other better, and she tells them why they are here.
Camilla, 'tis why we're all here.
Hey?
We're students of folklore and ancient superstition. We're on a field study trip. This village is home to the legend of Camilla the Vampire Queen.
Vampire Queen?
Well, according to legend, she's much, much more than just your average vampire queen.
Oh no, she's a supersized vampire queen.
Some say she's 2,000 years old.
What, so you believe in all that Dungeons and Dragons rubbish then?
Screw you! The group is still
Party on!
when two girls goes outside to take a leak. And of course you know what happens. I'm acting!
Anki? Anki?
While this is happening, the stone chick takes a shower, because we have not enough partial nudity in this film. Good God, girl! The last time I screamed that long was when I watched Catwoman. Of course they want to rescue Trudy. In the meantime... Okay, stop it already. These captions serve no purpose and are not in any way funny. No, go away! Go away! And never come back! Jimmy's ex arrive! Next scene please. The others find their friends, but unfortunately...
It's impossible, it cannot be. Vampires.
Vampires?
Vampires?
Lesbian vampire.
Nice one.
Well, I expected more from the British.
That it? No explosion or turning into burning ash or nothing? No? Frankly, I'm a bit disappointed.
You are disappointed. Well, f you. You didn't watch the crappy ending from Andy Warhol's Dracula.
Legends. They're true. This is madness.
This is Sparta!
Oh, crap.
I think they want you to say something.
Never!
I don't think they wanted you to say that.
Fuck this! Run, you bellend!
It's sad, but it's the first sensible thing he said. The group flees and barricades himself in the cabin when Jimmy's ex knocks at the door.
Judy?
What? Don't open the fucking door, Jesus!
Of course Fletch is right. How could she survive these bloodthirsty vamps out there? She's obviously a vampire too. Jimmy, you're stupid. While this happens, we cut to the Vicar, who is certain now that Jimmy is the chosen one or something and gears up to help him. Back at the cabin, Jimmy's ex reveals herself as a vampire, oh what great shock, and gets slaughtered by our heroes.
What happened?
Oh, Judy was a vampire.
We killed her.
Fantastic.
Making a love bond over a dead girl's body. Classy. But Jimmy's stupidity knows no end, so he invites the vampires into the cabin and gets abducted by them for some ritual. We got more information about it in the next scene. Well, speaking of which...
Get away from him!
Colin!
I must say, turning a shower into a fountain of holy water is a pretty cunning idea. But what is with the weapon he had? He has enough weapons to compete with Blade, and he took not even one with him in this house?
Listen, your friend's arrival in our hamlet today is no coincidence. It's divine intervention, fulfilling a primordial prophecy.
Balls.
Does he bear a birthmark? 5 red scratches around here.
Yeah.
His bloodline is the key to the resurrection of the purest evil known to mankind, Carmilla, the vampire queen.
Hey?
And paradoxically, the only thing that can lift this village from a centuries-old curse that turns every woman on her 18th birthday into a vampire. My daughter, Rebecca, becomes 18 within hours. I understand your confusion. Let's be on our way!
Okay, Scratchmaster. Where the fuck are we going?
The tomb of your friend's great ancestor.
So these two teams up to save Jimmy. Okay, the Vicar takes the role of the mentor figure. Jimmy and Lottie are both the damsel in distress. So Fletch is the hero? Well yeah, Fletch is the most active one when it comes to vampire killing. Jimmy simply stands around all the time and does nothing. It's cool that they use the comic relief character in such a way. It's really refreshing to see something different. But in the end, I know that the filmmakers will make Jimmy into the hero and Fletch gets nothing, so screw you! Meanwhile, a completely pointless scene where we learn everything that the Vicar already told us. The Vicar and Fletch went to the grave from Jimmy's ancestor to gain the only weapon that can harm the vampire queen. But then the Vicar decides spontaneously to look after his daughter, and then coming right back. How fast is he? Did he use the mighty power of jump cut? Fletch went in and...
What is it?
It's nothing.
What's so funny in there?
It's got a big metal cock for a handle.
That's not this funny, you prick. While the vicar gets the car, Fletch meets his daughter.
But Daddy wouldn't approve anyway.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I know her so well. I'm so affected by her death. And our two real heroes come to the rescue while the resurrection ceremony is in full progress.
Remember this. They can die fast or they can die slow. But they have to die. Good luck, Fletch. Let's try to come back alive.
Vic, if I don't make it out of this, there's one thing I want you to know. I blame you entirely.
Of course they failed to stop the resurrection. How could we else get the final scene where Jimmy becomes the hero? While the Queen goes Palpatine on the vicar's ass, Jimmy and Fletch lost Lottie and simply run away. Our heroes, ladies and gentlemen! But Lottie is a real badass and manages to kill one of the head vampire leaders and makes it so official that Jimmy, with a kill count of 1/2, is the most useless character in this movie. And still got Jimmy the final kill, even if it's forced and unbelievable unconvincing. This hero cliché hurts the most, because he's not even once as brave as Fletch or even Lottie. I hate this!
Unfucking believable!
The night is finally over and the trio decided what to do now.
Right, now what?
Dunno. Go home?
Go home. This village is free, but more creatures like Camilla lurk in the dark corners of the world. No one will believe us if we tell them we are the only people who know the truth. We must go after and fight this menace.
Are you suggesting we become lesbian vampire killers?
That's what it takes.
Lesbian vampire killers it is. That's right.
The end. Yep, I think everything is clear on this one. Lesbian Vampire Killers is a bad movie. Even the idea is doomed to fail. It is not funny enough to be a comedy, it's not cool enough to be an action film, and it's certainly not scary enough to be thrilling. The idea to put the funny character in a major story position is cool, but give him in the end absolutely nothing is unfair. This movie is not even worth watching for the partial nudity. And yeah, handling homosexuality as a kind of disease or curse is offensive, so you! I'm the Bird, end of line.